Hello everyone, it's Heidi and welcome to this week's episode of Baby Name Sunday. Today we are taking a look at a bunch of rare vintage baby names for girls. So this baby names list full of girl name ideas and girl name inspo. All of these names are going to be from like the early 1890s, 1900s, all the way up until around the 1970s. Vintage names are just such a big inspo for baby names this year and the years to come, for girls especially. So I wanted to give you guys some other vintage name options that definitely deserve a comeback but are still rare and unique today. But before I get on with the list, make sure you guys are subscribed by hitting the big red button below. Also give me a thumbs up down below, tells YouTube that you guys love my videos. Make sure you guys comment also down below if you guys love any vintage names or any names that you love that have that vintage flair. And if you are interested in doing a one-on-one name consultation, you need some name help, and you are pregnant or maybe you're renaming yourself, here is my email address for any inquiries and for pricing, or you can send me a DM over on Instagram. All right, let's dive into the list today of about 75 rare vintage baby names for girls. To start off this amazing girls list, we have the name Starla, spelled S-T-A-R-L-A, Starla. This is a gorgeous name that was used a ton in the past, and it is a variant of the word name star. Next up, I have the name Ella-Mae, spelled E-L-L-A-M-A-E, Ella-Mae. This one is definitely kind of like a mishmash of Ella and May together, meaning all completely or fairy maiden. I love the name Leola, spelled L-E-O-L-A, Leola, and this one means lioness. Next is Myrtie, spelled M-Y-R-T-I-E, Myrtie. This one technically means little myrtle. It's Greek botanical name. Moving into the springtime, I have the name Spring, spelled S-P-R-I-N-G, Spring. This was also used a ton in the past, and obviously it's a nature word name. Super cute kind of pet names have also been used quite a bit in the past. This is the name Lolly, spelled L-O-L-L-I-E, Lolly. So fun, so peppy. It's French rooted, meaning free man. I have the name Tilla, spelled T-I-L-L-A, Tilla. This one's a Matilda diminutive, meaning battle mighty. Next, we also have Vonnie, spelled V-O-N-N-I-E, Vonnie. I feel like in the past also you can see that just slight letter changes or slight endings are just changed a little bit with names, and it just creates a whole brand new name. So Vonnie is Latin rooted, meaning she who brings victory. Tuesday, spelled T-U-E-S-D-A-Y, Tuesday. Now this was a big hit in the past. Other than Sunday now, Tuesday was a big hit. Another gorgeous option here of Hebrew, Swahili, and Indian descent is the name Shawnee, spelled S-H-A-N-I, Shawnee. And this one means scarlet or marvelous. Shorter option, we have Inga, spelled I-N-G-A, Inga. This one's Norse rooted, meaning guarded by Ing. I hope I'm pronouncing that right, but Ing was an ancient Norse fertility god. O name here, we have Omira, spelled O-M-A-Y-R-A, Omira. It's Arabic rooted, meaning long life. Then I have Zeddy, spelled Z-E-T-T-I-E, Zeddy. This one's derived from the Hebrew name Zeta, meaning olive. Stunning D name here, we have Delwyn, spelled D-E-L-W-Y-N, Delwyn. And this one's Welsh rooted, meaning godly friend, proud friend, or bright friend. Okay, one of my favorites on this list is Ardis, spelled A-R-D-I-S, Ardis. It's Scottish and Irish rooted, meaning fervent. For the next option on the list, I actually have 3 names here that all have this similar sound. So I have the name Liddy, Lissy, and Linny. So L-I-D-D-I-E, double S-I-E, or double N-I-E. Now, Liddy means from the ancient city. It's a short term for Lydia. Lissy is actually a short term of Elizabeth, meaning pledged to God. And Linny is actually a Spanish Portuguese name, meaning pretty. So you have a bunch of different origins, backgrounds for those ones, but they all have that similar feel. Super sweet. We have Mellie, spelled M-E-L-L-I-E. Mellie is Greek rooted, meaning black and dark. Then for a fun one here, guys, I have Bambi, spelled B-A-M-B-I-E, Bambi. And this one's an animal name, but it's also Italian rooted, meaning baby girl. I have Lura, spelled L-U-R-A, Lura. It's German rooted, meaning alluring. Then we have Nilsa, spelled N-I-L-S-A, Nilsa. And this one's Swedish, Danish, and Nordic, meaning victor. E-name here, we have Emmer, spelled E-M-M-E-R, Emmer. This one means ruler. Charla, spelled S-H-A-R-L-A, Charlotte, means free man. Avis, spelled A-V-I-S, Avis, and this one means bird. Then I have Wanda, spelled W-A-N-D-A, Wanda. Now this one's a little bit more commonly heard, but not for like babies that have been born in the past like 5 years and now. So I feel like it's still pretty rare. And this one's both Slavic and German rooted, meaning shepherdess, which I hope I'm pronouncing right, or wanderer. Now, before I move on with the list, make sure you guys are subscribing, giving the video a thumbs up. And if you guys are in love with rare names, and these vintage names are just so amazing, comment some more down below, or comment your favorite ones down below as well. Okay, gorgeous option here, which I have featured on Instagram. It's the name Sidelle, spelled S-Y-D-E-L-L-E, Sidelle. It means princess or wide island. A wonderful L option here, we have Lorella, spelled L-O-R-E-L-L-A, Lorella. And this one's a beautiful English rooted name, meaning bay laurel. Next is Sigrid, spelled S-I-G-R-I-D, Sigrid. And this is a Norse rooted name, meaning fair victory. Maribel, spelled M-A-R-I-V-E-L, Maribel. Doesn't that sound so whimsical? It's a mix of Marvel and Maribel, meaning marvel. I have the name Ardella, spelled A-R-D-E-L-L-A, Ardella. It's English rooted, meaning warm and eager. Next is the name Luann, spelled L-O-U-A-N-N, Luann. This one's obviously a mixture of Lou and Anne, meaning graceful, renowned warrior. Okay, one of my favorites on this list is the name Santina, spelled S-A-N-T-I-N-A. Santina. So sweet. It's Italian rooted, meaning sacred. Another one here, if you're going for kind of like a coastal beachy name, this one has that kind of flavor. It's the name Wava, spelled W-A-V-A, Wava. It's a Slavic pet name, and I hope I'm pronouncing it right, but it means stranger. Next is Ivalee, spelled I-V-A-L-E-E, Ivalee. It means God's gracious meadow. Peppy and fun, we have Kizzy, spelled K-I-Z-Z-I-E, Kizzy. It's a Hebrew name derived from like the name Keziah or Kezia, and it means cassia tree. Next is Anissa, spelled A-N-I-S-S-A, Anissa. It's Arabic rooted, meaning friendly. Absolutely gorgeous French name here. We have Josette, spelled J-O-S-E-T-T-E, Josette. It means Jehovah increases. Then I have the name Mahala, spelled M-A-H-A-L-A, Mahala. And this one's Hebrew rooted, meaning tender. Another M name here, we have Maida, spelled M-A-I-D-A, Maida. It's English rooted, meaning maiden. Then for something a little bit more edgy, we have Exie, spelled E-X-I-E, Exie. And this one means defending men. Viona, spelled V-E-O-N-A, Viona. This one's derived from the Italian place name, meaning true image. Delphia, spelled D-E-L-P-H-I-A, Delphia. This one's Greek rooted, meaning the womb. Then I have Geraldine, spelled J-E-R-I-L-Y-N, Geraldine. And this one means pretty ruler with a spear. Moving down the list here, I have the name Zoraida, spelled Z-O-R-A-I-D-A, Zoraida. And this one's Arabic rooted, meaning captivating woman. Next is Maris, spelled M-A-R-I-S, Maris. This one's Latin rooted, meaning of the sea. Nevada, spelled N-A-V-A-D-A, Nevada. I thought this one was super fun. It's a place name and it means covered in snow. A shorter E option here that I know a ton of you are going to fall in love with. I have the name Elta, spelled E-L-T-A, Elta. It's German and English rooted, meaning town of the fairy maiden. Next is the name Dion, spelled D-I-O-N-N-E, Dion. And this one's Greek rooted, meaning divine or child of heaven and earth. Next is Ethelyn, spelled E-T-H-E-L-Y-N, Ethelyn. I think a lot of you will love that one too. It means noble maiden. Super short name here, guys, but it's so fun. It's the name Oda, spelled O-D-A, Oda. It's Scandinavian rooted, meaning I will praise the Lord. Then for something totally fun, guys, let's pop in the name Flossie, spelled F-L-O-S-S-I-E, Flossie. And this one is kind of like a Florence nickname or diminutive, and it means flourishing and prosperous. Next, I have the name Aline, spelled A-L-L-E-N-E, Aline, and it means precious, awakening, or Sunday. Another name here that I fell so hard for is the name Minola, spelled M-I-N-O-L-A, Minola. This one's a mix of Minerva, which means mind and intellect, and Nola, meaning white shoulder. We have the name Early, spelled E-A-R-L-Y, Early. This is so fun. I feel like if you're having a little baby girl in the morning, this was actually used so much back in the day, especially the 20s, 30s, and 40s. Then we have Marlis, spelled M-A-R-L-Y-S, Marlis. And this one means star of the sea or God is my oath. Getting down the list here, I have the name Joella or Yoella, spelled J-O-E-L-L-A. It's a Hebrew name meaning the Lord is God. Next is Verlie, spelled V-E-R-L-I-E, Verlie. So fun, it means beaver stream or meadow. Rhoda, spelled R-H-O-D-A, Rhoda. This one means rose. Gertie, spelled G-E-R-T-I-E, Gertie. This one means strength of a spear. I have two options here, one a little bit more elegant, the other one a little more edgy. I have the name Rosella or I have the name Rosella with that Z. So R-O-S-E-L-L-A or Z-E-L-L-A, and both of those means little rose. If you want to honor a rose in the family or a Rosella in the family, but wanting something a little bit more modern, I have the name Ozella, spelled O-Z-E-L-L-A. Now this one was used also quite a bit in the past, and it means lady of strength. Next, we have Delcie, spelled D-E-L-S-I-E, Delcie. This one means taker of God's oath. Azalee, spelled A-Z-I-L-E-E, Azalee. This one means flower or singer. Next is Shara, spelled S-H-A-R-A, Shara. It's Hebrew rooted, derived from Sarah, meaning princess. Then I have the name Marva, spelled M-A-R-V-A, Marva. And this one's Aramaic, meaning lady. Okay, we're down to our last few names. Had to change the battery. All right, I have the name Desi, spelled D-E-S-S-I-E, Desi. This one means desired. A two-parter here. I have Alvina or just Vina, A-L-V-I-N-A, or just V-I-N-A. And both of these means elf friend, or Vina is Spanish rooted, meaning vineyard. W name here, gorgeous, is Wilda, spelled W-I-L-D-A, Wilda. It means to strive. Another great kind of almost double barrel name, but doesn't have the hyphen in it, is Betty Lou, spelled B-E-T-T-Y-L-O-U. Guys, I think this is so adorable and needs to be used. And this one means renowned warrior or pledge to God. A name here, we have Adria, spelled A-D-R-I-A, Adria. It means from the ancient city. We have Elnora, spelled E-L-N-O-R-A, Elnora. This one's German and English, meaning ancient Nor. Verdi, spelled V-E-R-T-I-E, Verdi. This one also is a virtue name, meaning truth. I have the name Evea, spelled E-V-A-Y-A, Evea. This one means strength, power, and energy. Second to last name here, we have Dessa, spelled D-E-S-S-A, Dessa. This one means wandering or long journey. Then last but definitely not least, gorgeous name here, just like the rest on this list, I have the name Alvera, spelled A-L-V-E-R-A, Alvera. Super pretty, and it's Spanish rooted, meaning elf warrior or speaker of the truth. That is it with today's amazing vintage names list. Guys, you guys went crazy for the reels that I've been posting on Instagram. Thank you so much for all the love and support on those. And that's what made me create today's video, because I know you guys were crying out for some more of those type of names. Next week, I will be doing the boys side of this list, so be on the lookout. If you guys are on the hunt for boy names, it's gonna be a bunch of rare vintage baby names for boys. So definitely keep on the lookout. You guys are gonna be so excited for that list. And if you need more baby name inspo, I have a ton of baby name videos that you guys can go check out over on my channel there. Take care, stay safe, and I'll see you guys next Sunday with another baby names list. All right, take care, bye.